All right, everybody. Welcome back to Wayne Faye and Company. I'm Brandon.
I'm Desiree.
I'm Shelly.
And this is news better late than never, because if you haven't been keeping up with stuff, that's what we're here for. So just to bring you the recap of some crazy things that went on during the week.
Shit was wild.
So, and this is episode 10, guys. So, hey, we appreciate y'all for sticking in there with us. You know what I'm saying? We doing this shit and we like what we doing. So we appreciate y'all for watching and stuff like that. So episode 10. So you already know, let's get real. In today's news, ladies and gents, and as we all know, this has been all over, and I'm sure you've seen it, and if you haven't seen it, then that's our job. That's what we're here for. So, mass shootings, okay, that has been going on in Dayton and El Paso. And, I mean, we just want to give our prayers, thoughts to all those that was lost in this tragic incident. Both shootings, white males. So
Where you going with it?
So I mean, let's get your guys' take on this, because it's
not
always, every time it's a mass shooting like this, I just need to know. I need answers, because it's like, I don't know if it's just the households and how you're brung up as children differently. I don't know, but I just need to know why a lot of little white kids, grown white men, it don't matter in the white race. There's good white people that's out there. That's we're just talking about, we're just stating facts. I mean, why on track record, this shit is always, you know what I'm saying, the geeky motherfucker with glasses.
Well, I'll say it like this. It's not, I wouldn't say it's the geeky one with glasses and whatnot, because, I mean, a lot of people wear glasses.
Thank you.
So, I mean,
thank you.
I did not want to stereotype it like that.
I will not boil it down to this, but I will say it like this. America has a real problem right now, and they need to address it. In 1 week alone, we had 4 mass shootings. We are only talking about 2 of them, but we had 4 of them.
We've had 4.
In 1 week. 2 of them within less than 24 hours.
7 days.
So that's a problem. Like, we started in Gilroy at a garlic festival, nonetheless. And the fact that people don't want to attribute it to exactly what it is complete utter racism and hatred. Like, these are young white men of the ages of, like, they're all in their 20s.
Okay, so just so we're clear,
early 20s.
Just so we're clear, all 4 mass shootings were white individuals, right? We're just
all white men.
Okay. Please continue.
So they're all young white men, and in El Paso, yes, this one did put a manifesto out that says that he wanted to murder Mexicans, which is, by and all, nuts to me in Texas. You obviously didn't pay attention to school because Texas was Mexico, but hey, if you don't know,
and it's primarily,
it's only right in the middle between Mexico and New Mexico.
I don't know,
but that's neither here
so,
nor
but
there.
the guy, he drove 6 hours to get there to begin with.
I thought it was more than that. It's like, it's a little,
He
it might
drove
be more than
a
that.
minimum of 6 hours. I don't know. It might have been more. I'm going to go with at least 6 hours to go to where he went. Like, he was not from El Paso. El Paso is the safest city in the country.
So this was
like, they pride themselves on that.
Was this an execution?
No, it was a straight up murder.
But what I'm saying,
it was a straight up terrorist act. That's what the fuck it was.
So why he couldn't do it where he was at?
Because he wanted to go.
Because he knew everybody in that neighborhood.
He wanted to murder more people of color who happen to be Mexicans than anyone else. That's what he wanted.
He probably lived in the suburbs. There's probably nobody of color where he lives. So he had to drive 6 hours out of his way to somebody else's neighborhood.
And I don't.
That's crazy.
I want to say it like this. I don't understand why we allow this to keep happening at this day and age. Like, it is 2019, and at this moment, this should not be allowed. Like, I'm still annoyed that no one reacted after Sandy Hook. Like, the fact that no one reacted after 5 and 6 year olds were murdered makes me understand that this will never be fixed. Like, no one's going to do anything about these shooters. The guy in Dayton had a freaking 100-round barrel, doubled barrel. Like, I've never seen anything like that.
He had some serious artillery. He had some serious shit. Like, he knew somebody that knew somebody. Like,
I don't understand, like, what they're...
But not only that,
I don't get it.
And it's unfortunate because in each and every single episode, we always have to bring the Donald in. Because what would be news better late than never? He didn't have the Donald a part of it. So all this goes on. He gives his speech, addresses to the world the situation. This is a serious matter. And he gets the place where the shooting occurred completely wrong. Tahito, was it? I mean, was that what it was? I mean, someone.
It's Toledo, Ohio.
Toledo, Ohio.
That's what he said.
And that's not where it happened.
That's what he said.
What was the president doing this weekend? Golfing.
His best pastime.
So Toledo, Ohio.
Couldn't even get the script right.
He couldn't even get the script right. I'm sure someone wrote it for him. It was on the prompter and everything, I'm sure. And he got that wrong too. So it's like, come on now. Does he really care?
A whole 12 hours after. So you had 12 hours to learn, do your research, everything. You would think that the president would have everything coming to him firsthand, like first news, first everything.
All of it. He doesn't take time to read and or listen.
It's just so sad. It's so sad.
He is a disgrace upon this country, and he is a huge part of the reason why we currently have this problem, because we need to speak clearly on it. This was a rape. All these attacks that have happened, all these mass shooters, most of them have been white males. There is a problem with racism, and they feel really emboldened now, and Donald Trump is not helping. I will never call him president because he is not. He's beneath the office.
He's not my motherfucking president.
I don't know how he got there.
He's obviously president.
I've never referred
to him as
President Trump. I've never done it.
I can't. He's the biggest jackass I've ever seen possible. And he doesn't make anything right ever. So I will say it like this. Like, this is a true racism issue that needs to be addressed.
Definitely
I don't know what these young white men are learning in their homes, because hate is
That's what I'm talking about. It all goes back to the household. It goes back to the household.
The fact that we have someone who is literally the commander-in-chief, allegedly, not denounce exactly what this is. Like, we literally have homegrown terrorists right now. Like, had this been a black person, had this been a Muslim, we would not be having this conversation right now. We would be bombing countries.
We'd be going to war.
We love bombing countries. We are America.
A whole war.
We're still blowing shit out. It'll be a whole fucking war.
I'm just saying.
Some battleship shit.
Muslim, like, if this happened, this was all Muslims, there wouldn't be a Muslim in this country. We would have rounded them all up. Yeah, we need to be honest.
So, at least within the past
they would have rounded
24, 48 hours, they would start collecting them.
Everyone's in a concentration camp. We're not doing this. Not no more.
So
it's too much.
I mean, this is way too much.
He never even fixed his statement. Like, he never said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I meant to say."
Never.
Then tweeted about everything else since thereafter. But he's
had the nerve to get mad. He still had the nerve to get mad.
Of course, he has to play the victim.
Because the real president, Barack Obama,
shout out to Barack.
Had the nerve. He made a whole statement about.
Very well written.
Beautifully written. Like, I could hear it in his voice and him speaking, and I saw the words, and he denounced this white supremacy the way it should have been denounced to begin with. And then, of course, Donald got upset, like usual. And the fact that he makes all this about him is annoying, because there are literally people who lost their lives, loved ones who will never be seen again, They were having normal, everyday type things. So what you're now telling me is I can't go anywhere. I can't go to Walmart. I can't go to church. I can't go to a festival. I can't go to the play. I can't go anywhere. Like
where it's the buddy system. If I go to
I
Walmart,
need a shield. I need a shield all day. Like they have the nerve to be starting to create book bags for students so they don't get shot. Like bullet resistant book bags. This is what we want. I don't know if I want it. If this is what America is, then I don't want it.
America, like, what's really
what
good?
America is, though.
I know this is what America is, but I would hope that they wouldn't be this
really
way.
Good? Like,
I would hope that they would be
out of control.
I would hope that they would want to be better or be best, as Melania Trump would say. And if we are not being our best selves, then what are we doing?
But not only that,
Melania. Don't do that. That's what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna quote her.
The motherfucker that did the shit in El Paso that you know what I'm saying, shot all them folks. This motherfucker is just, and I would literally want to use the words softly, respectfully, getting arrested. Like, this shit blew my mind seeing this photograph of this motherfucker. Like,
it's everywhere.
They was trying to, like, I swear, like, looking at the shit, they said a picture says 1,000 words. I swear to God, them motherfuckers was asking that motherfucker, hey, is it too tight? Hey, are you good? Hey, we're gonna get you a nice steak dinner after this type shit from the picture. Like, this shit is just out of control. I seen a meme the other day, split image with that, and then also with the young black male, that they had him in a chokehold and had his legs and shit, and he was just selling water without a permit.
Stop selling anything without a permit. Y'all gotta stop doing it in the daylight. Now y'all gotta stop doing it in the daylight. I'm all for getting your money.
Get the fuck out of here! You're gonna put me in a.
It's not worth a chokehold.
It's not worth a chokehold.
It's not worth a chokehold.
End up and are dead. And the fact that we can arrest these white terrorists, and they're still alive, and that a black person barely has that option when they're doing something legal and they have no weaponry and haven't murdered anyone, they still end up dying, is beyond me. Like, I believe a terrorist might get their ass beat hardcore all the way through, all the way out. But like, it doesn't happen. I'm like, what are we doing? We don't want to do that because it's cruel and the usual punishment. But if someone's gonna get beat the fuck down, and are harmed, and are maimed, and are possibly dead prior to, getting convicted, I would believe it would be a terrorist. And since there's a white terrorist, I believe it should be them too. Like, I believe they should be high up on the list of people that die.
That's because they play that mental illness card every time. Like,
time.
And
that just denotes that makes a sour point on mental illness.
Well, racism isn't a mentally ill, it's not.
Like, there are mentally ill people, absolutely.
But nobody's
mentally
racist.
ill people are not just out here murdering people. That's not what they're doing.
That's
what we
more
have right now.
Thinking type shit.
We have right now these white young men who've been radicalized and now are literally terrorizing people, and then getting the ability to have a light arrest. Like, they get arrested. Alive.
We be lucky to get arrested. Because,
like,
we're not even going to make it out.
Get to prison. Like, there are multiple of them get trials. Like, yes, the one in Dayton, he's dead now. The police response in there, amazing. I'll give him that. First responders, 32 seconds. He only had 32 seconds to shoot. Within a minute, they was there. I was like, bomb police squad. Love it. Don't know how close they were to the situation, but they were there. They stopped that, because it would have been way worse. It would have been just as bad, if not worse, than the El Paso shooting. And that's stupid.
It's just bad. So, but we definitely going to.
And I'm going to say it like this.
Please.
Like, the fact that you can have an image of this terrorist being perfectly handcuffed, and then just, a couple of days later, we see a picture of a black man, in Galveston, Texas, being handcuffed and led on a rope behind some horses is a problem.
That is a problem. Like, that's literally
might as well
taking
just
it
put a rope
back.
around his neck.
Like, are we back early in the slavery days? Like,
It feels like the 1800s in 2019.
What's going on with that? Like, that picture, and then like let's
Somebody should be fired.
let's talk about the apologies, because the apologies was never actually towards the black gentleman that was actually in the situation. Like, the apologies were towards the image reaching the fucking surface to the masses.
That's why.
Making this shit a big
Because
deal.
people got upset. It's like, wait, there's a lot going on
This
week.
shit
And then
still
we have
actually
that.
goes on. They got their fucking cowboy hats on.
We
and
got a
shit,
little too
like,
much going on.
I'm actually sure they were chewing tobacco.
More than likely.
I
It was
really
definitely
want to
someone
say
under the
that.
lip somewhere.
Like,
It harkened back to too many old eras and images that I have seen that I would not think that I would see at this day and
that
age.
was pretty
But
bad.
true.
That was pretty bad.
I guess that is where we are at this moment.
Especially
and I
in
hope
Texas,
not.
we know down south is the worst.
It really
I don't know why
is.
down south just cannot just hop on and just ride the train. Like, our next stop is
There's a few other
Don't
places,
ask no
but the South has
questions,
gone
but
awful.
the
with
south
it.
is rough.
It is very
Rough.
rough. It is
Rough.
very
It's a little
rough.
scary down there.
It's a very
But
rough.
I mean, as you talk about all these crazy arrests, like you have to talk about, like there's of course that funny moment where old lady gets tased.
That did happen.
That
for,
did have.
like-
An old white lady taste. And you know what? I just want to say this,
this.
because when we've all watched it together, I was actually now she did take off.
She
It
took
was
off.
damn near a little high speed
should've-
chase.
It was a high speed.
It was a
chase.
high speed
But
chase.
the
Call it what
fact
it
that
is.
they tased her, I
She
swear
deserved that taste.
I was waiting for
she
it.
did. But it's just it was really odd to see, because I'm
wasn't.
because I'm used to seeing this shit on the opposite end. I'm like, that video, I'm used to seeing it as an old black lady. And that's on the and like, I just not
No,
used
you
to
know what?
seeing that type of shit.
I
The
can't
police
relate.
ever putting force on the white race of that magnitude.
I can't
Like,
relate. Look how many
can't-
chances she had. He said, "Ma'am, please step out of the car." At first, it was over an $80 ticket. Let's start there. It's an $80 ticket. She already knew about it for the past 6 months. She didn't do nothing about it. He said that she was arrested. She said, "No, sir, I'm not." And that's what
did
she
say that,
meant.
though.
And she wasn't going to jail that day.
No, she wasn't.
He told her not to
She
put her
thought.
foot on the gas. She put her foot on the motherfucking gas. She took the fuck off. He had to get his car, follow pursuit. Talk about, and then when he pulled over, well, I thought I was going to pull into here and you wasn't going to arrest me. No, ma'am, it does not work that way.
I believe you fled the scene.
You fled the
She
scene.
fled that motherfucker.
Tried to get on some private
just-
property and state some fuck. No, that's not. No. No.
It was a ridiculous.
He
I'll say
told
like
her.
this.
He said, like, she fucking kicked that nigga.
She kicked him and
nigga,
everything.
the body cam. And listen,
He tased
shout
her
out to
twice.
the body cams. I'm all for the body
Here
cams.
for it.
The body cams
That one told the story.
need to be in every fucking
I think
place
they're a
where
good
there
thing.
is policing.
Absolutely, I believe every
There
police officer
needs
should
to
have
be
one.
body cams on each and every
And they need to be
single
on.
officer
On all the
that's
time.
out there on the job.
All the time. We don't need to be
Period.
skipping no
Because
tapes,
that
nothing.
shit literally told everything. Like that shit was crazy.
It
like
was-
she kicked that nigga, and he turned around. He was fed up at that point after the 10th.
He was fed up. Like,
After the 10th, like,
if
warning.
that was his mama,
Yeah,
that's
right.
exactly how he would have treated his mama.
He's like, look, ma'am, put your hands up. That nigga pulled out the thing. Ma'am, she said, she was just, and then she was really from the country. Like, she was like, nigga, like, redneck.
Well, she
like,
said she was a country
said she
girl.
like, yeah, like, you
Yeah.
not gonna get me. Like, I'm a fighter. I'm a
That's not what
stand.
we gonna do.
but I would hope as a country girl,
Fuck
she
the
would.
pop
I
pop.
would-
He hit her
I'll say like
ass.
this. I would hope as a country girl, she would.
Twice.
He hit
I'll
her
say it
ass.
like this.
Twice.
You're gonna get it again.
In favor of
Get it,
country
get it,
girls,
get it.
I'm going to say it like this. I would hope that you wouldn't be kicking the police and thinking you're going to get away with it. Because if you kick the police, I believe they have every right to tase
But-
you.
But that's the thing though, because on the
I don't know.
opposite ends, if there was any black consent, bless you, if there's any black consent, any colored dissent, you kicking at the police, you're like,
Oh, no,
you're like
that's
you're
not
dead. Like, this nigga wouldn't even pull out a taser gun. That's the thing
She
about it.
deserved to be tased.
But come
So y'all
on,
would
if that was a black
in that moment,
grandma,
she got this-
it would have not been a taser gun. That nigga would have pulled out.
I mean, we already saw.
He would have pulled out his actual pistol if that was a black grandma.
But that's the whole thing. Like we literally just
It's
saw a
fucked
black man
up.
be led behind on horses
For trespassing.
for trespassing, and this woman did
Allegedly.
a whole alleged trespassing, which is literally a random ticket and go about your day. Like it's literally in my
that
mind,
serious. You can't be
trespassing
on
is
this property,
literally
sir.
walking while black.
You moving.
So you literally stepped on someone's land accidentally, and now you got a walking while black ticket.
Pretty much.
Because at this moment, this white woman did a whole lot more.
A
She
whole lot.
should have been tased, walked behind the horses. I don't know.
But it wasn't
Made
like
an
that.
example.
An
Unfortunately.
example all day.
Because she definitely did something. She ran from the cops.
I
She
hope-
took off.
She
Rolled
took
out the
off.
window and put to the meadow.
She
Gone.
took the fuck off.
And
That
it
is
played the
clean.
victim. Like, well, I told you I wasn't getting arrested. You ain't gonna have to tell me how to do my job.
I don't know.
So
Sorry.
from the viewers,
Wow.
we want to know, what is your opinion? What's your opinion on white versus black arrest? Please put in the comments. Let us know. We're just asking. Okay, we're just asking. That we just want to know what you think. You know, is there a difference? Is there a fair playing ground? Is there unfair playing ground for opposite? We just want to know what you think about that. White versus black arrest. So, in this next topic here now, once again, in the South, this shit is wild. And actually reading this story, coming across this story, and this story has been getting pretty big because it was a student, before I get into it, that actually shared it on their Facebook. And since that particular student has shared this photographic image, it has reached over 4,000 shares, all type of comments and things like that. So it's really made noise. In Georgia, once again, there has been
Down south.
there has
Across,
been.
what is it? The white line? What is it? The line?
The Mason-Dixon line.
Yes.
So
Below the
they
Mason-Dixon.
have. This is already. They have implemented. This is in effect. Okay, they have an appropriate and an inappropriate hairstyle, like kind of a mural kind of thing. Like, look, you can wear your hair like this and you can't wear it like this. And I, take the time to really look at the picture. But pretty much, if you look at the shit, it's a total insult to just black descent folks. Because the hairstyles is how we do our shit. Young girls and shit like that with all the, like, you know what I'm saying, us young boys and shit with
No
the high
barrettes,
tops.
no braids.
No barrettes, no shit like that. So, what y'all think about that?
Fades.
No fades,
Crazy.
no nothing, no designs.
design
You
fades.
can't be unique.
So you want me to come looking like the nigga that you want me to be?
But what bothers me with this, I'll say like this, what bothers me with that is the fact that all the looks that they chose to post out were literally all black hairstyles.
It was all black. It was all black.
It was literally like you're telling all these black children in a predominantly black school that you cannot wear your hair any other kind of way. Like the school already wears uniforms. So these students are already uniform dressed. You should be able to have a little discretion when it comes to your hair. And then you really shouldn't negatively come at someone who's black who wants to have their hair faded, because that's literally the normal haircut for a black person.
You have to fade it.
You have
This
to
girl
fade
need
it.
to
That's
work.
just the way it goes. Maybe they need to do a little bit of like research into black people and black hair. Protective styles for girls, such as the braids, because that's literally what
Because
protects
that's
their
what
hair
we're
from
going back to
breaking
school
off.
in is braids. Because I'm not about to do your hair. I'm not doing it every day.
It's a lot of
It's
work.
not. It's
A lot
like a
of work.
habit.
And
Recess is gonna take that out real quick.
I
I'm not
just,
doing it every day.
I don't understand why. I get it, because the South is very, very interesting when it comes to hair. Well, the South is interesting when it comes to black
very
people.
racist. The South
Very
is very,
racist.
very racist.
Really, really racist, and I need them to work on that as a little bit more,
this was
a
big.
little bit faster, because this is stupid.
This was big.
The fact that
I
you
tell
want to ban and make children not have a certain hairstyle makes absolutely no sense.
No.
When we have all these other issues that are going on, like children being murdered in school, and we're worried about how their hair is.
Right, like come on now.
Children aren't eating.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is where I start to think
Then might have saved
it's
the
a
nigga from a
picking
bullet.
game. It's a picking game. Like I'm gonna keep picking at you just to make sure I stay in your head. Like you can't succeed. Like I'm gonna just stay picking at you. Like I don't want you to prosper in life. I don't want this. Like I don't know.
Change.
It needs to fucking change.
It's got to change.
It needs to fucking change, man. Y'all need to wake the fuck up.
It's got to change.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
So it's like, goddamn, people are people. We're all people at the end of the day. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we're not going to make it a race thing. You know, everybody do fucked up shit. But it's just like this shit continuously and the shit that's just being reported, it's a domino effect. And that's what we're talking about. We're bringing you the facts. So, and you know what I'm saying? Next, finally, this one was actually pretty interesting to me. Marshawn Lynch football camp. I mean, he has a football camp. I mean, you know, a lot of athletes, they do, you know, camps and stuff like that, you know, for young kids and stuff like that to give them hope and different outlook on life. And so I'm all for that, you know, but his particular camp, there was an issue. There was an issue with an attendee that was there. The mother of one of the participants was a little upset, Caucasian lady, at the fact that this Super Bowl champion, this Pro Bowler that's future Hall of Famer, cursed at her child. Okay, for one, let's just throw it out there. Okay, this isn't goddamn Peyton Manning's camp. Okay, you're not gonna like this is real nigga shit. This is Marshawn Lynch. Like this is one of the most aggressive sports on the planet.
I need you to get your ass to that line.
I need you to get your ass to that line. What y'all think about this?
I was never really a soft child. Like, I've had a lot of teachers, instructors, music teachers just rip me apart, and I had to come back the next day on time with a smile on my face. Like, we didn't have to do 15 suicides the day before. I just don't. Kids today are just soft. Like, she should have stayed in her lane and was up there drinking, do whatever she was going to do, having her mommy time with her friend that was there. But she had no business causing the scene.
No. I'll just say it like this. I believe if you go to a camp of some sort, especially when it comes to football and or sport related, you might get sworn at. And I'm not going to be mad if my child gets sworn at, because that's the worst thing that they hear.
Football. I mean, come on. Like,
what did you do to get cussed out?
What did you do to get cussed out? Like, because it's not like the child didn't do anything.
I said how?
This child obviously didn't want to participate and do what they were supposed to do. So I believe that people have too many free ways and let their children just have too much control, because I don't believe children should rule a house, because that's not the way it rolls. Mm-hmm. The new age parents, pray to you, good luck, because that's not. I believe that if you get told to do something, you decide not to do it. If you get sworn at, that's your fault.
That's your fault. Like, I remember in all the sports, coming up, playing whatever, fucking
follow the rules.
Baseball, goddamn it.
Keep up or get left.
If you did not do what you was supposed to do, that coach was on your ass, and he was not shy about it. Like, period. Like, so I don't even understand. Like, maybe this was a situation to where they were new coming into it. Like, the son maybe just wanted to all of a sudden.
I would hope not.
And they just had some money and was like, all right, what here?
What was the problem was, and I'll say it like this, because she had the nerve to record a whole video about it, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. And then she had the nerve to go down onto the field herself and then swear in front of all these kids.
Cussed everybody out. Wow. Cussed everybody out.
So when this one child just got sworn, she decided that all the children need to get cussed out. I'm sorry, ma'am. You need to go sit down and tell your child, well, you need to get back out there, because I'm going to tell my child, well, what did you do wrong? You need to get back out there. Because at this moment, I have now wasted. If you don't want to do this sport and get told off, because that's life, Life is
Life.
not fair and or easy.
Just life.
It's not going to be. And if you expect it to be, then you're sadly mistaken.
Mhm.
And I feel that children need to know that when they're young, so where they don't have these problems when they get older,
Right.
being unruly ass people, because obviously we're talking about all these shooters and all these whatnots, and then we have this child whose mom came to the rescue being a helicopter parent, telling off this coach to this kid who's a phenomenal superstar in his field. The reason why this kid wanted to go to this goddamn camp was because that was Marshawn Lynch's camp to begin with.
Exactly.
So, if you want to go here, this is how it's going to be. And if this is what you want to do, this is how it's going to be. Now, if they're just berating my child, it's a different story. But if my child has done something wrong, they better expect me to cuss at, because I probably will be cussing at them
You
myself.
cussed out on the way home.
Because on my way over there, I'm cussing you out.
Right. Like, this is...
Don't
I'm
say
not gonna
nothing,
embarrass
don't talk
myself.
About nothing. I don't want to hear a peep.
I don't want to hear
Shut the fuck
nothing.
up. Because your ass should
Don't
do what
cry
your
to
ass
me.
needed to do to
Because
play
no one in the
Stark
world is
or
going to care that you're crying.
Facts.
The world doesn't care about tears.
The world don't fucking care. They'll laugh.
You can cry when you get hurt, and when
Like
there's something
raindrops.
emotional and you need to talk to me, absolutely, I'm going to be there for you. But what I'm not going to do is get in the way of you wanting to be whatever you want to be. And all the negative that's going to come with that, you need to be able to handle it. Because if you can't handle it now, you're damn sure not going to handle it when you're an adult.
Facts. So, we want to hear...
I've heard more no's than yeses.
We want to hear from you
All day.
parents
And
that's
they was
out
rude
there
ass nose.
that have
They wasn't
your
sugarcoated.
children
They
in
was
sports. And what do y'all think about this? Let's get y'all feedback. Like, would y'all be upset if y'all had y'all kid at, any athlete's camp of any kind, basketball, football, whatever the case is, and if they're getting cursed at, sworn at by this particular athlete of a certain status, would you guys be upset? Let us know.
Well, we can't say they would be upset. If they're upset about them
Swearing out their children.
for doing something wrong.
What do you mean? The kid did something wrong, or the person
Yes,
swearing
the
at
kid.
did something wrong?
Kid did something wrong.
Yeah, right. So if your kid did something wrong, not just, following the proper drill.
It's not just
and-
a random swear.
Right,
It's
not just a random
random.
swear.
Okay,
It's
that's
not
what we're
just
going.
random.
Okay. So the fuck word that was there for a reason.
There was a
there
reason.
For a reason.
So,
Your child is running around with their
Not
helmet
just
on
someone
backwards.
swearing at your child. So,
But for a reason.
Okay.
for a reason,
There-
Swearing
for a
at
purpose,
your
because they have done
child.
something absolutely. They're just not paying attention.
At some sort of fantasy camp, how would you guys feel about that? Please put your comments below, or just send your feedback, because
Like to know.
we would like to know, definitely.
Has to happen.
And guys, once again, episode 10. Episode 10. I mean, we like what we doing. You know what I'm saying? And I think what keeps us going is that we're getting the feedback from the viewership, and we, you know what I'm saying, y'all watching this shit, y'all paying attention to this shit, y'all sharing, y'all liking, So we appreciate every bit of the love and everything. So once again, this has been another episode. Y'all tuned in to Wayne Fate and Company, and I'm Brandon.
I'm Desiree.
I'm Shelly.
And this is news better late than never. And please subscribe below, because we need all of your subscriptions. Thank you guys. So
Thanks,
kind.
guys.
Peace. Yeah. Hey.